So now the next thing is, if when I'm executing something, if I get some error, most of the testing will happen in such a way that whenever you get some error, you need to take the screenshot of that particular page. Okay, so that the error will not occur at, or you can trace the error easily. So how to take the screenshot of any particular page? Okay, so that we are going to see here. So what I will do in this, in the base class only, in the sense, if my entire application is or script is running and somewhere it is failing, okay, then I should take the screenshot. Now I will show how to take the screenshot of a page, and then whenever we are doing the framework based on the error, you can take the screenshots, or each and every action or each and every new page load, you can take the screenshot. So anything is possible. So now I am going to write a method to take the screenshot. Public static, okay, void take screenshot. Okay, so I am going to take the screenshot here. So I am going to write a general uh, method. So this method can be called in all our other programs, so that's why I'm writing here. So what is the entire syntax to take the screenshot is very important, right? So to take the screenshot, I have an interface that is called takes screenshot. Okay, so what this takes screenshot will do, so this is an interface. So it has a sub interface as web element, but all these classes like Chrome driver, Edge driver, all other all these classes are going to implement this interface. And this interface has, okay, a get screenshot as one method. That is the only method it has. And then it accepts output type. Okay, if I click on that output type, you can see here it's an interface. It's an interface, and this interface is going to generate an output in terms of base 64, obtain the screenshot as base 64 data or raw bytes or file. Ideally we will be taking this file. Okay, so obtain the screenshot in a temporary file that will be deleted once the JVM exits. Okay, so ideally we are going to use this, but if you want to use others, you can use others. Okay, so convert from base 64 PNG. So it converts the given base 64 PNG to a requested format, and similarly convert from PNG to bytes given PNG to a requested format. So whatever format I am, okay, so we don't have to use them. There is one simple two steps we have to write. If we write that, so we will be able to take the screenshot of any page. So, okay, and you can see here get screenshot as is returning the output file type, that is X, whatever type we are for providing here. So if we are providing the file type as if we are providing the file type as file, right, then it is going to we have to store that in a file. If it is providing the file type as base 64, then we have to store that in a string. You can see here they have given an example. This is the very simple format we have to follow to take up the screenshot. Indicates a driver that can capture a screenshot and store it in different ways. Okay, so this is the first line. This line we need to copy, right? So and we paste it here, right? So what is the line I'm doing it here? So I am taking the file. So this is java.input file. This is a class, java.io class. Okay, so similarly I have take screenshot as an interface. This is the interface of Selenium. I am going to import that. You can see all of them here. Take screenshot, and then it will be having java.io.file. It's input output package. It has a class called file. So in that particular file I am storing, because the output type is whatever output type. This is also an interface. if you select file here, it will be returning the file. So that's why, so I have to store that in a file. So I will write this as source file. So in a temporary location, it is going to store the file. In a temporary location, it is going to store the file, and that file I have to copy into my, whatever location which is required by the entire project, or any other location if you want to, because uh, why I have to copy that, it will be deleted once the JVM exits its execution. Here the output type somewhere here, okay, obtain the screenshot into a temporary file, that will be deleted once the JVM exits. That's why I have to copy into a permanent location. So how exactly I am going to do, before I do that, I will explain each and every concept here, why I am doing this. Casting means I am trying to typecast a driver to the take screenshot interface, right? So because the main reason is, if I want to get screenshot, if I want to access this method, this whatever driver I have created, that driver can be a Firefox driver or it can be some other driver, but it's the driver of WebDriver. Okay, it's the driver of WebDriver interface. That's why this WebDriver interface will not implement, okay, this or will not extend this take screenshot interface. So that we can see here, this is very important, just understand this. I have, you can see here, take screenshot is an interface, all known implementing classes are Chrome, all other things, but it is not WebDriver, right? So if I write instead of the WebDriver, instead of WebDriver, if I write Firefox driver, then I can directly access that method. So instead of WebDriver, if I write Firefox driver, right? So here I don't have to typecast that. I can directly do driver dot, right, get screenshot, because the Firefox driver or Chrome driver will implement this interface. When you implement that interface, the methods of that interface will be, complete method will be implemented there. That's why I can directly access that with the driver. But if you go to the web driver, so if you go to web driver, let me go to the web driver here. This web driver, it will not implement the take screenshot interface, or it will not extend the, because one interface can extend another interface, but nowhere it is extending the takes screenshot interface. So whenever you are creating an object like this, right, so whenever you are creating an object like driver is equal to new Firefox driver, all the methods of WebDriver are accessible, not the methods which are inherited by some other interfaces. That's why driver dot, here if I do driver dot get screenshot, that is not accessible here. That's why I am doing the typecasting of the driver with the screenshot driver. I can do that very well. And once I do the typecasting, now you can see dot get screenshot, I am able to access them. Okay, so get screenshot as is the method, and it accept the file type. What is the output file type? Output type dot file. If you take output file type dot, it will give me all other options. I should select file. Try to always select file. It doesn't make much difference. You can always select the file. So this entire thing will return a file, and the location of the file will be kept inside this particular src file, uh, reference variable or object you can consider. Now this is a temporary file, okay, or you can consider this as a source file, or it is a temp file. So from this temp file I have to move that to the permanent location. For that I will use file utils. Okay, so this is one class. File util is one class. Let me show you what that file util will do. It is a Apache Commons class, right? So this is the class file util. Facilities are provided in the following areas. So general file manipulation utilities, write to a file. Okay, if you want to write something to a file, so you will be doing that. Similarly, reading from a file, if you want to read something from a file, okay, you will be doing that here. So it has different methods, like one method I will be considering is copy file. Okay, it has a method copy file. You can see here copy file from source to the destination, right? So I'm going to consider this overloaded method from source to destination. So use this file utils class. It is not the Selenium class, it is Apache class, Apache Commons class, right? So which is going to perform that operation. You can see here commons.apache.org. Some common utilities will be provided for certain operations, so we can very well use that in our program. So file utils dot, okay, so copy file source, okay, that is temp file. So what could be my destination? Okay, so my destination will be, I already don't have any file in my destination. I want to create a new file. For that I will write new file and where exactly it should create. So let me create that in this Selenium libraries, right? So what is the file name? For example, screen dot, okay, so png or something. You can give the file name here, right? So use double backward slash or screen dot jpg. You can use that. Okay, so it will throw an input output exception because you're performing that. So this is new file. This is a temporary file. I am storing the path there. New file, this is an object of this particular file. So I can very well do that with, I am giving the path and the name of the file. Okay, so that's how this is all I have to write to take a screenshot. Now I can call this method wherever I want. So what I'm going to do in my CSS selector only, once I put that sleep, before sleep I will take the I will call the take screenshot, that is base class dot take screenshot. So it should take the screenshot and then it should put that file in this particular directory. Which directory? That Selenium libraries directory, which we have specified here. So let me run this. So it might have taken the screenshot. Let me go here. You can see screen.jpg. It is going to take the screenshot wherever we are calling that, right? So any doubts here? Any doubts here in this taking the screenshot? It's a generic code. I will extend this to little bit, but this is a generic code. You can write like this. Any doubt here at this point?
No. No.
Okay, Shashi. Right. So here you can see what I am trying to do here is I am giving the path of the file. Okay, so instead of giving the path of the file here, I can give the path or file name in my arguments wherever I call that. Okay, so I can create string path comma string file name. Okay, so this is file path and then file name. Okay, so then what happens here in place of this, what you will be doing, file path plus file name plus file name. So you will be concatenating that and you will be providing that here. So whatever file name, because what happens is the file name should not be static at any point of time. Okay, for each and every class or each and every time I generate a new screenshot, it should give me that one. So what I will do, I will pass my path here, or I can keep a generic path. Okay, I can keep a generic path like a new folder and then screenshots. So this is my generic path. In your code, if you want, you can keep a generic path, or you can provide that path respective to the directories. So I'm giving that path here plus okay wiki.jpg. I'm passing like this, so not plus, it will be comma. So I'm passing two strings here. So if I once again run this, it is going to generate the entire screenshot, that is wiki.jpg inside this. You can see here. Okay, so just try to make it a generic one, so that's how we will be calling that wherever it is required. We are going to keep this in our framework in a different folder, right, or different class that is called utils class. So just remember this entire concept.